Hey everybody, my name is Jeff, and I am a Xennial. Head on. I just wanted to check in with everyone because today we're going beast mode. We'll be talking battle beasts today. As a Xennial, grew up in the 80s. Of course, I watched Transformers. And this story starts with Transformers, if you're unaware. If you're interested in jumping right to the reaction, then please check down below for the chapter times. For me, I just need to yap for a minute or two more because I have lots to say to set this up. But you don't necessarily need to know that. So Battle Beasts, of course, is a toy line that some of you will know. And it's these little figurines, and they are animals that are, have robotic parts to them, and they come with weapons. I kind of have a weird obsession with not just anthropomorphic animals, but also just really any animal with weapons strapped onto them. And I understand that in reality, this is a very dangerous and serious problem, but in the kind of classic Cadillacs and dinosaurs kind of a way, I get a real kick, and maybe it's from watching all those years of Ninja Turtles, but I get a real kick out of seeing animals turned into weapons of war. Like Transformers, they have they came with a little heat-sensitive sticker on them that would, when you heated it up, it would tell you if they were wood, water, or fire based. And then there was this play gimmick that was, wood beats water, water beats fire, fire beats wood. So it's this paper, rock, scissors sort of round robin scenario. The toys came in 2-packs, and you didn't know what faction your toy was going to get because the stickers were randomly applied. In terms of the story of Battle Beast, you've got the packaging, and then you have their origin, which is from Transformers. So they are an offshoot of Transformers, and the toys themselves were from Takara, who were making the toys in Japan. The story of the Battle Beast never made it to cartoon. The best we ever got was one episode of Transformers where the Battle Beasts were introduced, and then the commercials, the Americanized, toy commercials. In another video, I'll show you guys what Battle Beasts I have and which ones I love the most of the ones I have. But I think maybe I'm gonna keep my eye out for them the next time I'm at a convention because I think they are very cool. And here's my hot take on the Battle Beasts. And I know I'm jumping around a lot, but there's a lot of sort of setup here for this in my mind. So the toy line, those stickers were randomized. I think that was a big mistake. I think the toy line would have done a lot better if you had actually cast, these guys are the villains, these guys are the heroes. And maybe you said, okay, well, the Fire Nation are the villains, and the Water Nation are the heroes, and then the Wood Nation are neutral, or something like that. I get it on paper. I think that in practice, it is a big, big error. But not just that it's an error because, fire will always beat wood, but also you didn't know what you were going to get. So I, for example, have 2 Battle Beast pigs, exact same figure, and they're both different factions. That's endlessly frustrating because there is no reasonable continuity in my headcanon why those 2 are not brothers on the battlefield together. And why would one be on one side and another be on another side? I know you could make some very dramatic and exciting stories telling that tale, but as a child, I don't want to go to those extents. I don't need to make that extensive storyline. I would rather just have them both be on the same team. These are the good guys, these are the bad guys, these are the neutral guys, or whatever. But make some decisions around storytelling rather than just have it being randomized. That said, the characters look so freaking cool. These animals with their cyborg parts, and why does a koala need a cyborg ear? I don't know. Anytime they try to tell animals becoming robot cyborg, death machines in stories from the 80s, it's awesome. When you get into the 90s and you start getting into kind of the We 3 kind of a storylines, it gets very upsetting very quickly. You know, I know we have probably all seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's tragic. I get it. But this is not that story. Right now, we are just celebrating the funness of this kind of a simple concept as a kid would. But today, we're going to be looking at this one single episode of the Transformers Headmasters series that explores and introduces the Battle Beasts themselves. And in this storyline, to my understanding, they do cast some of the beasts as good and some of the beasts as bad. So I watched this really great YouTube video about the Transformers Headmasters series called Headmasters. It was like the basics on Headmasters by Chris McFeely, I think is the creator's name. He's got a very cool Transformers channel called I think it's called Transformers The Basics, I think is what it is. But it's a great series, and I highly recommend that video to get some background on what the Headmasters show was, and the Headmasters show, how it's treated in context and continuity of the American, Transformers show versus how the Japanese were viewing it and where the divergence went. I'm just going to give you a really basic my understanding of it, and again, I'm not an expert at this. I have a general working nerd knowledge about a lot of things, but there are subject matter experts about these things online. Please go and check them out. I'm just going to give some basic background to set up what I think we need to know for watching this episode. Transformers, of course, there was the toy lines. There was created in Japan, created by Takara and Diaclone primarily. Hasbro was overseas, and they saw these toys, these transforming things. It's so cool. Let's make a show. So Hasbro and Sunbow make this show. They create characters alongside the Marvel team, Marvel Comics. So Jim Shooter was one of the people behind the creation of the sort of the characters and the story around Transformers. And then Hasbro commissioned this the show, what we know as the G1 Transformers, which was created with animation done in Japan, but it was created for an American audience. And then it was a huge hit, and the toys were a huge hit, and everyone wins and everyone's happy. The American Transformers TV show was brought over to Japan and translated back into, it translated into Japanese, and it was aired. It was edited, just like we have brought over many an anime to the Western shores and re-edited it and animated it and, recontextualized it for an American audience. The Japanese version of Transformers G1 had a little bit more narration. They had some names changed. They had re-editing and changing of the storylines lightly to better fit the sort of Japanese sensibilities, I guess. Transformers the movie comes out in 86, I want to say. And that takes place canonically between season 2 and season 3. If you'll recall, in Transformers the movie, they kill off Optimus, they kill off a bunch of the main characters, and then they, sort of set the timeline. And it also is a big time jump between season 2 and season 3. Season 3 takes place immediately after the movie, where Optimus is gone. You've got Rodimus Prime in charge of the Transformers now. You've got all these new, Ultra Magnus and RC, and you've got Cup and Wheelie and all the people from the movie who were now the main characters continue on as main characters in Transformers Season 3. The movie was a big deal, right? It was released in theaters, and the killing Optimus was like a problem for American children, especially. Reportedly, sort of famously, Hasbro was like, what? Kids care about these characters? Kids are upset that we literally killed the main character of the show, Optimus Prime, on screen in this like tragic, heroic death, which was like amazing, but also like really upsetting for children at the time. So they, halfway through season 3, they bring Optimus back. Whoops, sorry. Transformers was losing steam as a cartoon property in the United States. They made an attempt at doing a season 4. There were new toys that they wanted to bring over and introduce into the show called the Headmasters. So in America, they did a 3-part series to introduce the concept of like a little, your head can also the head of the robot toy can also transform into a little robot. So you've got the body robot, and you've got the head robot. Those are the Headmasters. And in the American cartoon, if you'll recall, that three-parter, I think it was called Aftermath. No, it was called Rebirth. I think it was called Rebirth. And then they stopped the American show. So it was just that three-parter introduced the Headmasters. They did sell Headmasters, and then the toys in America, but then they stopped the show. So that's the end of G1 Transformers, the American G1. However, in Japan, they decided to make their own show. So instead of those 3 episodes, the Japanese made a new series called the Transformers Headmasters series, which took their own spin on the Headmasters toys, and was built upon all of the work that had done from the translated version of the American cartoon for the movie and seasons 1, 2, and 3. In the main difference really is just that in the Takara show, the Japanese Headmasters show, the heads were robots, and it was one robot. It was just the head. The head was the core of the robot, and the body was not independent. The body was not its own thing. It was just a robot who could remove its head, and its head could become a small robot. In the Americanized version, the Headmasters were the heads were organic creatures who were wearing, robot costumes, robot suits, and could transform into the heads. And then they had this symbiotic relationship with the Transformer, and together they would sort of work better. Main point is, though, in the American version, what you may be familiar with, Headmasters are organic. In the Japanese versions, Headmasters are robotic. Okay. That is the basic setup of the Headmasters. This episode is episode 5. Battle on the planet Pistoll is sometimes it's translated, or battle on the planet Beast is how it is more oftentimes translated. I have watched the first 4 episodes of the Headmasters series to prepare for this, to get ready for this, but we're just going to jump in. The only things you really need to know is that the Headmasters have arrived. The Headmasters are Fortress Maximus, Chrome Dome, Brainstorm, Hardhead, and Highbrow are the Autobot Headmasters. They are basically a faction of Transformers who left a couple million years ago, left Cybertron during the early stages of the war, and now they've returned, and they're rejoining the Autobots. There's still a battle going on between the Autobots and the Decepticons. We're starting out the season. Optimus is alive. Optimus is dead now. The General Rodimus is now in charge. You've got Cybertron, you've got Earth, and you've got Cygna bases. Cygna is where the Autobots are headquartered, I think. That is where Rodimus is. But the Autobots are also protecting the supercomputer at the core of Cybertron, which is called Sigma. Cygna. Different things. There's Earth. There's maybe a moon base as well. And then the Decepticons are all battling to get control of Cybertron, which they sometimes call Cyberton here. And they are headquartered on Jolo, which is another planet. Canonically, this takes place in 2010 and is a direct continuation of season 3. And this, from my understanding, is the only instance where the Beastformers, I think as they're called, appear in the Transformers show. I am watching the Omni dub of the show. It is widely considered to be a terrible dub. Like, it's somewhat inaccurate. The translation is not great. And some of the acting is a little stilted and choppy. A few people have it up on YouTube. I will put a link to the episode I am watching down below. And we can dive into it there. I watched this Headmasters show as a subbed maybe 20 years ago or something, like when I was in college. I can't remember a thing about it. All right, this has been a very long ramble. I hope you're ready. Let's just dive into this episode and see if we can understand what the heck is happening. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's watch this. Hello to everyone who decided to jump to the beginning of the reaction. I don't blame you. I can ramble on for a very long time. I had a lot of thoughts. I needed to get them off my chest. For those who waded through it, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But absolutely not required. Let me just give you the bare bones basics. This is episode 5 of the Japanese Transformers Headmasters series. This is the one and only appearance of the Beast Formers, as they are called, and introduces the Battle Beasts into the Transformers canon. I am going to be watching the Omni dub, which is widely regarded as a pretty bad dub, but it is available on YouTube. There is a link down below, but you're already here, so why not just watch it with me? And that's about all. I think we can jump in. Let's see what there is to see about the Beast Formers. The battle on planet Pistoll or Pistoll, or sometimes otherwise known as the battle on planet Beast. Let's watch this. Or the Revolt on planet. We'll see. Whatever it's called. This song's pretty tight, right? I'm just gonna turn down the volume a little bit. So when the Headmasters transform, they say, "Head on!" That's their battle cry, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be important, but... The heroes, the heroes.
The Revolt on planet Pistoll.
Okay, let's do it.
Everything's normal in the west side. Nothing's wrong in the east as well. Perfect. Don't let your guard down. There's a strange object. It's 10 miles away from here, and it's moving very slowly. Okay, use the radar recorder and enlarge its image. Yes, sir.
What's this?
Never seen that before. Get closer to the target. Speed up now.
Ooh. Battle Beasts in
That's
spacesuits?
the Autobot spaceship there.
Oh.
They finally tracked it down.
Adorable.
Are you okay?
What's wrong?
Get a doctor, quick!
Very loud.
So you're from planet Pistoll. Tell me, what's it like there?
Well, it's a very beautiful place. I couldn't think of anywhere else better than Pistoll. Those villains arrived and turned the place upside down.
I guess.
Now calm down and rest a bit. Don't overexcite.
Sure, that's like their
Those
name or
army men
rank.
had destroyed our peace. I beg you, please help us, sir, to get them off our land.
So who are these outside forces, then?
Other Decepticons.
Are those Decepticons that do anything to satisfy their own needs?
Darn those Decepticons! You're gonna have to go to the rescue Fortress Maximus.
The citizens of Pistoll are under attack by invaders. Right away, Fortress Maximus reported this to Commander Rodimus Prime.
What? Did you say the Decepticons have invaded planet Pistoll?
He
and
did.
taken the Pistonians as slaves?
Yes.
They're ordering the Pistolians to work in the underground factories. No one is spared, sir. Fortress Maximus has left for Pistoll. He'll have a detailed report on the latest development there.
As soon as you receive that report, will you let me know immediately? He might need my help.
Yes, I will, sir.
Okay.
This is planet Pistoll. The people here have always been famous for their bravery and courage.
Now, is the lion the one who's in charge? And they're all just different animal people,
They
right?
always lived a peaceful life up until the arrival of the Decepticons.
Or the
They invaded
Predacons.
this planet for its natural resources and minerals.
Interesting.
Even worse, some Pistonian soldiers have defected and got together with Galvatron and his force to lock away its people.
Oh, I hope my favorite characters aren't bad guys.
Some Pistonians have fought back, and they're now advancing on the enemy's base.
That Black Panther is like one of my favorites. Yes. Look, he's got snakes for hands. Isn't that so cool?
Listen up, all of you. I want every one of them dead. Jerk off, everyone! Come on, retreat!
Like,
the Pistonian soldiers are being killed in their hundreds. The chief commander of the resistance force, Sheep, is saddened.
Sheep?
How come? The two men have been gone for a long time. Where is the relieving force?
Well, maybe they met the Decepticons on the way.
Can I just say, just sorry to interrupt, but can I just say, I think this White Lion is the one who's in charge here. I'll have to get those things translated that are on screen there. But can I just say that it's clear, like, some animals should be good guys and some animals should be bad guys, right? Is that racist? I don't know. But I feel like the Snake Man with snakes for hands, as well as was his name like Tri-Snake or something, like, that guy's obviously a bad dude, right? I think we can agree on that. Like the bat guy, he's a bad guy, obviously. Is it speciesist of me to feel like most of the lizards may be bad guys? But like the deer, he's obviously a noble creature. He's gonna be an Autobot, or with the Autobots, right? All right. Anyway, let's see if this play mechanic of the fire, water, wood plays into any role at all in this story. I have a feeling it does not. But I think this White Lion here is the guy in charge.
Stop it. I don't want to hear that.
Why don't I go and check on them, sir?
No, it's no use. We don't want any more casualties.
Don't worry, sir. I promise I will find the Autobots and bring them back here no matter what.
Hang on. I was hoping you could stay back and keep an eye on the enemy.
But if we don't get help, when will we be able to?
I realize that. But still, we have to cut down our casualties to the minimum.
At this time, Fortress Maximus and his men arrived a few miles away from the resistance force.
Nice, nice, nice.
I've never seen a ship this massive. Even Galvatron's isn't that big.
Okay, it's safe. The coast
That's
is clear.
what she said.
Please, put me down.
How's your injury now?
Piece of cake.
We feel fine now that you guys are here. But don't forget to get plenty of rest now.
Yahoo!
Just get some Gatorade. You'll be good to go.
It's okay, sir. Anyway, he's just a boy.
Yeah, and Chrome Dome said it's safe around here.
Your father said that if you can't take orders, I can send you back anytime.
Why would Chrome Dome know? This is literally a battle zone, right? He's got snakes for hands.
Snake, the head
He's
of
the best bad
defecting
guy so
forces,
far.
has gone to Galvatron to report the Autobots' landing location. Say what? The Autobot spaceship is here?
I'll get you, Fortress Maximus.
Yeah, we'll bury the Autobots right here on Pistoll. They're finished.
Don't do anything before I give you my orders. I don't want to alert them.
Yes, sir.
Thank goodness.
Galvatron, you and your troopers, like, come on.
Everyone is excited over the fact that aid has arrived. Everyone is enthusiastic and eager to fight the Decepticons.
I am the chief commander in charge of this operation. My name is Fortress Maximus. Welcome.
Is that right? You mean all the Reptile Regiment, Marine Regiment, and the Amphibian
That's a little
Forces of
suggestive.
Ultimate Trader, and they're all under the Decepticons' command?
I'm afraid so, sir. Other than the ones you see here, everybody else has been captured and is laboring in the underground factories.
Really? But what are they making down there?
I'm not so sure. I suspect that it might be machine parts.
They'll probably ship them to the military base. I'm sure it has something to do with the Decepticons' combat power.
He's a strategist. He knows.
What are you doing here? It's kind of boring.
Come on, let's go over to the other side.
Fortress Maximus told us not to leave here.
It's okay. We're just going to take a walk. If you're scared, why don't you stay here then?
Wheelie.
No way. Huh? Hey, Wheelie.
You guys are definitely gonna get into trouble.
It's so cute.
Who's this
Hey,
dude?
Tommy, you from the Autobots?
Oh my god, he's adorable.
Yeah, I am. You seem like a good soldier.
I'm from the Autobots force as well. I'm better than he is.
Oh, hey, what do you mean you can't say that?
But I'm right. You're gutless and you're scared of everything.
Can you save my parents, sir, please?
Huh?
What a jerk.
They're right now working in the underground factory.
Okay, then why don't you take us there now?
Even in the American cartoon, Wheelie and Danny were always up to some ridiculous,
That's the enemy's
dumb,
fortress.
dangerous
We're at the
shenanigans.
underground factory.
Over there.
The only thing that's missing is Grimlock. You guys,
Security.
come on.
I think we better turn back now.
Don't be afraid. Just follow me.
They're
Come
gonna
on.
get captured. That's what I
Are you
predict.
for real?
Guards, we have intruders!
Let's go.
Help me!
Danny should be wearing his exosuit. Doesn't he have one of those? Yeah, I called it.
After Rodimus Prime has learnt that Galvatron has started his attack, he and his forces immediately respond and come to Pistoll.
Who are these guys again? I don't know who all these
They're not
characters
around.
are.
Don't tell me Fortress Maximus has taken Danny along on his mission.
Let's go check it out, Commander.
Okay, go.
Spike's not gonna be happy about that.
Take a look over there, sir.
There's Danny.
I knew it. He never listens to what I say.
I'll go help.
Let me straighten them out.
Oh.
I am running out of patience waiting
What's
on you.
The monster fish in the swamp can bite through any metal. He can chew you up alive. You guys are dead meat.
These people never stop, can't even get a good rest. Come on, pal, let's show them what we've got. Transform! Head on!
Ah. See, this is another thing they could do is change whose head goes on which body. Yeah. God, you guys, get wrecked.
To help them.
My man can handle it for now. Is there a shortcut to get into the basement then?
I've heard that over in that swamp area there's an entrance, but the swamp will eat them up.
I've got an idea.
What kind of idea is that?
All right.
Just how do we get inside that swamp area? It's impossible.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.
Great hero of the Pistolians, did you hear what I said?
Yes, but this is not as easy as you think. After I take you there, you still have to think of a way to get under the swamp to find the entrance. By then, you might be killed by those deadly fish down there, unless we suck out all the water.
Communication device, I guess. I thought it was a photograph, but it looks like a comms device. Okay.
Autobots! It's Rodimus Prime! Ah!
Yeah, you can't beat Rodimus. He's coming in to kick some
Here we
butt.
are, the Freedom Fighters!
No concerns. I'll just destroy your ancient temple. Oh, are they in on the plan? Somehow? Oh, they must be. That's
It's
the
amazing. All right,
Fortress
Dad,
Maximus's
swamp is clear.
ship,
Show
right?
us
That's the
the way.
headmaster's ship, so.
The game is over, Autobots.
Galvatron is here!
What a weird episode.
You're gonna turn into dust balls floating in space.
I gotta go!
Get out of my way. Let me show them my strength. Someone has to die. Better
Sorry, what happened?
Hey, don't
Okay.
move around so much, will you? Hey, can't tell which one of you's Rodimus
Don't you have a
Prime.
gun?
Stay steady, guys, okay?
This is the time.
You're dead meat. Oh, what happened? You warm
Come on. Come
I'm not
on.
gonna let you get away with it this time. None of you.
You guys are terrible. It's the sweeps, right? They're just dum-dums all around.
Hey, you. Get up now. Get up, you lazy old man.
Stop it! What do you think you're doing?
Who are you? Looking for trouble?
They've penetrated!
It's you! Well done, little one.
Ah.
Hurry up, we must untie the rest of them.
Mom! Dad!
My child.
Why do they have battle armor for the child? Like, I don't understand the lore behind the battle armor.
Okay,
Maybe it's
let's
just like
get out
that's
of
just the
here.
clothes that they wear because they look cool.
We're here to rescue you.
The exit's being blocked, sir.
Don't just stand there, you fool. Let's see if there's another way out of here.
Yes, sir.
Stop!
Yes, let's look at the emergency exit map.
Stop! If you don't stop, I'm gonna fire.
Soldier Bear, can you tell us which one
Which
is
tunnel
the
do you
right way?
take?
The one on the right is going to the volcano, sir. The one in the middle is a dead end, so take the one on the left.
Okay, thanks very much, Soldier Bear. Come on, let's go.
Soldier Bear knows everything. I don't really know what the deal with Soldier Bear is, but that's okay.
Oh no! Don't bite me!
Help!
Oh right, they said they're metal-eating fish, right? Get wrecked.
Darn it, I won't forget this. I'm gonna get you!
You bumbling fool, Galvatron.
Danny! Wheelie! Is everyone okay?
Thanks a million for all of your help. I really am grateful.
You did it, guys. You did it.
They've all disappeared. Fast!
Wait, don't let your guard down yet. They may come back.
What are these parts for, Commander?
What is this?
I don't quite know.
I have a sneaky suspicion that this is one of their new monstrous weapon systems.
Tell me, would you like to stay here in case the Decepticons come back?
Of course we would. This is not a bad place at all.
Didn't take you long to decide, did it?
We've got a lot ahead of us. There's no room for child play. From now on, everyone has to be especially careful around here. Okay. Goodbye.
So, these three Autobots are gonna stay? They're gonna like be stationed here on planet Pistoll, planet Beast?
What the
Huh.
Autobots just found was only a part of the Decepticon scheme. Perhaps there's more clues hidden in the factory. Don't give up, Sheep Commander. Don't give up Rodimus Prime.
Sheep Commander, but he's not a sheep, he's a lion, isn't he? Okay. All right, so that is it for Transformers Headmasters Episode 5, the Beastformers episode. What did you think? I gotta say, I'm a little underwhelmed. I love these anthropomorphic animals with the cool cybernetics and the cyborg and the weaponry and the, there's a lot of potential for story there, and this is nice. We've got Lizardon, whatever the bad guy is named, and then White Lion, or Pirate Lion, I think he was called in the toy line, as the hero. villains and heroes. We've got some good characters here, including a few like the triple snake dude he's got the. I love that. He's got the snakes for hands and the snake for the head. Best character design, I think. Maybe. What do you think of all of the battle beasts? So I think that the design work of these characters is great. And I think that we all knew that already, right? Coming into this, like knowing the toys even a little bit. The design work is super cool. The execution of the story was a little lacking. And perhaps, I understand that, a lot of that story, of course, had to be wrapped around the sort of Transformers element of it. But a lot of that stuff doesn't even make sense. I feel like, having watched 5 episodes now of Headmasters, that may be just sort of par for the course for the Headmasters. Interesting to see those 3 Transformers. Those are the Monster Formers. What are they called? The Monster Formers stay behind. They're not called the Monster Formers. That's a stupid name. Monster Formers? Monster Bots. Monster Bots. So much better than Monster Formers. It was interesting to see the Monster Bots stay behind. Those 3 characters are Double Cross, Grotesque, and Repugnus. I guess they never had like their own featured episode. So I think this is their only like kind of claim to fame in the show, at least in like G1 canon. It's unfortunate. Like, it sounds like that's it. They don't come back either into the Headmasters series. Okay. Seems like a bit of a waste. I've seen it said that this was kind of supposed to be a backdoor pilot. If it was, I don't think they did enough of the legwork that they needed to do, to be completely frank. Like, character design can only get you so far. You need to have a solid story going beyond that. I really wanted to dive into the story, into the interesting sort of intricacies of the battle beasts. Who are the heroes, who are the villains, what are their hopes and dreams, and even like the mystery of there's maybe some special metal on their planet that the Decepticons are using towards a larger scheme that may play out in future Headmasters episodes. Even if that's part of their plan, it wasn't articulated clearly. And what would the storyline be of the beasts going forward? I mean, I guess you could say, well, Lizardton, I don't know, can't remember his name is, this guy. Even if he still remains the lead villain and he's fighting, week to week against White Lion and his team of good guys, I still don't see what their motivation is. Give me some more meat on these bones, and I think that this could be a good story. It certainly got the elements there for a good story, and you think that like the people behind Transformers would know how to bring this, bring it to light, but I guess that wasn't really their priority, at least in this episode. So perhaps we're just going to be left with a little bit of a light on the storytelling for the battle beasts. Maybe that's okay. I can create all of the fun stories I want in my mind. There have been a number of comic books, like a few comic books, that sort of continued various versions of storylines for the battle beasts, and I know that there's some sort of a tie-in to Invincible. Is anyone familiar with that? With Kirkman, Kirkman's Invincible? I don't know. I am not up on that comic. I've just watched the show. And even that, I'm behind. So, oh well. Maybe I'll have to dig in if I want to learn more about the battle beasts. For now, I'm going to say good, could have been better. What did you think, though? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sticking around for this reaction. I'll catch you next time. So long, everyone.